This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
Views expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of WPSL. However, we're the ones who encouraged you all along to like and share them on your favorite social media and with all your friends and neighbors because it's time for the science of caring. CareBag presents Careology every Monday morning at this time with your host, the one and only Roxy Brown.
Good morning, Cliff. How are you doing?
Oh, well, we're still maintaining, as a matter of fact.
Maintaining. Well, happy good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to everyone. My name is Roxy, and welcome to Careology. For those that have been listening with us for the past couple of years, from Tuesday now to Monday morning, we just say thank you and welcome to everyone on this beautiful day. I saw rain this morning, and I am so happy because my grass looks like it was going to catch fire. So I am happy for any little bit of drizzle and rain that we have because we really, really need it. And again, welcome to everyone. We start our day off with Careology. It is a subsidiary of CareBag, a nonprofit here on the Treasure Coast. We do one thing and we do it very well. We provide access to proper hygiene. And how we provide access to proper hygiene, we do this through our 3 mobile shower trailers and our mobile hygiene pantry, and we serve from Gifford all the way down to the Palm Beaches. You can go to givecarebag.com, and that will take you to our official website. Go to Access to Hygiene, and you will see our schedule where our mobile hygiene pantry is, where our mobile showers are, and you can go ahead. If you want to volunteer, fill out our form, tell us what days you're interested that you can come. We have mornings, we have afternoons. For those that get off work early and want to come to 3, 4 o'clock or on a Saturday, let us know. We're looking for volunteers. Volunteers are the heartbeat of any nonprofit, but they are a big heartbeat for CareBag. So if you have the time, and you want to go ahead and spend it by helping someone, please go ahead and get in touch with us. And usually I go ahead and I talk about things that have been happening on the weekend and things that are just crazy or just the stupid things, the ultimately stupid things that people are doing. And that just tickle me to death because I love to share those. Stupidity is very rare sometimes. But today I have a nonprofit that I have been really, since I heard about her a couple years ago, and I heard her tagline, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then we did a class together, and I was like, you know what? I got to have her on because a lot of people don't know about her. Until I got to the class, I didn't know about her. And I really wanted people to know about her because it's important. This radio show is not just about CareBag. It's about giving information to anyone that is doing good, whether you're a nonprofit or a business. And we're just going to get right into the program. I'm not even I'll come back and talk about CareBag a little bit more, what we have going on. But it is Little Lights Dentistry. And I was looking for your mission. What is your mission statement again, Laura?
Little Lights Dentistry provides free dental care for uninsured low-income children from their first birthday through high school graduation.
And what is your mission statement or your tagline?
We believe that no child should go to bed with a toothache.
Let's say that again. We believe that no child
should go to bed with a toothache.
That no child should go to bed with a toothache. As adults, we know how irritating any toothache, gum, anything is in our mouth. Your mouth is the gateway to everything for your body. Just imagine you as a little child cannot go ahead and discern your discomfort or you're just crying or something is just wrong. You have an outlet and we wanted to share this. So please go ahead and tell us who you are and tell us a little bit about Little Lights Dentistry so we can go ahead and educate all our listeners in 90-something plus countries. Go right ahead.
Well, first, thank you very much, Roxy, for having me on the show this morning. My name is Lori Sang. I'm the Executive Director of Little Lights Dentistry. We're located at 1300 East 10th Street, Suite B, as in boy, in Stuart, Florida. We provide free dental care for uninsured low-income children. We're the only pediatric practice in the entire state of Florida to offer free long-term care for uninsured children. There are many pop-ups that occur, especially in the month of February, which is Children's Dental Health Month, but still parents may have to pay a small fee for those services, and that wouldn't be long-term comprehensive care. At Little Lights, we provide a dental home, which is much like having a primary health care provider, except it's the dentist.
Right.
So we have a relationship with the child and the family, and we'll provide continuous services for them until the child graduates from high school, as long as the family maintains eligibility for the program.
Okay.
So children are eligible if they haven't graduated from high school yet. Their family doesn't have private dental insurance or Medicaid, and the family annual income is no greater than 200% of the federal poverty level. Which
So if a child has Medicaid, they automatically qualify?
no, they
No,
don't. They
okay.
automatically don't
Qualify,
Right,
okay.
because Medicaid does cover dental services. So the
Okay,
child would have to
okay.
go to a dentist that accepts Medicaid.
Okay.
We don't do any billing. We don't charge the families at all. There's no cost for our services. Whether the child is coming in for a cleaning or they're coming in for a full treatment plan that includes fillings and extractions and root canals, we don't charge them for any of that, any of those services.
Wow. So I wish I can see everyone. I'd say give me a show of hands, but we can't do that. Of how many people just did not know about Little Lights Dentistry. You know, when I heard about it, I'm in the nonprofit world. And when I heard about it, I was like, wow, this is amazing. More people have to know. And the more and more that I kept looking into it, I was asking, I'd go around, Little Lights, where are they? And I was like, okay, so you're located in Stewart.
In Stewart, yes.
However, I'll let you finish.
We do provide services for any child in this state that meets the eligibility criteria and can get to our office.
And get to your office.
Right. We do offer for children in the immediate area, Martin and St. Lucie counties and northern Palm Beach County, including the Jupiter area, we do provide transportation using Uber Health. Or we partner with United Way in Martin County for children that live in Martin County to use Ride United, which is offered through Lyft.
Okay.
But that's only if the child has no other way to get
No
to
other
our
way
office.
to get to it.
Right.
So I was talking to someone this morning. I was telling you about her that she would like to speak with you. So this is my I'm not gonna be not gonna be politically correct at all. I'm not politically correct, so that's why I'm gonna say it. And I'm not going Papa Bear, so you don't need to hold the button. My engineer there, you don't need to do that. If you can go ahead and find the time to get your nails done, and find the time to get your hair done, and you hear about a concert or something that's going on and you want to get there, I said, guess what? You can find the time to take the love of your life, your child, to Stewart, because we have transportation. There is, did you know we have free transportation?
No.
Yeah, we have free transportation.
Excellent.
So that is something that can be done. So when we were talking about that this morning, that's one of the things, you know, you find the time to do everything else that you have to do. Your child's mouth, their dental care is so important. When my grandbaby needed something, the dentist that I found, we needed to find a specialist, and she was 4 at the time. And I drove all the way to Jupiter. I didn't care. She had an 8 o'clock appointment, and we were there 10, 15 minutes early before they even opened. You know, you find the time, and I think that's it. So many parents are so lazy. And that's the word I'm going to use, lazy. There's some that don't know, so that's why we want to educate those who don't know and give them good information. Because by the Children's Services Council, Martin County, Bank of America, Impact 100 Martin, United Way, Hope Sound Community Chest, one of my favorites, and also Marisanne's Charity
League, Lob Community
and
Foundation,
Lobby Community Foundation,
and William and Helen Thomas Trust,
yes,
and the Florida Association for Free and Charitable
Clinics. So many good foundations, and the City of Stewart. We can't forget the City of Stewart. You know, so many good foundations are behind Little Light Dentistry, and they are behind them because they see the good work that they do. These are our children. Our children are so important that we need to go ahead and take care of this. So we just want to go ahead. Now, we're going to open, sometimes we get calls. If anyone anyone has information, they're free to go ahead and open our calls if you have any information for Lori that you'd like to. You know, our number is 772-340-1590. If any questions that I may not think of that you may have or you may want to know, normally we don't take calls, but if anyone has, or if you don't, that's fine. We're going to just keep it open. And we have our website, which is Little Lights Dentistry, Little, Little, Lights, Lights, Dentistry, DENTISTRY.org. littlelightsdentistry.org, and you can find a lot of their information there. I just want you to remind you that this is free dental care for uninsured, low-income children from their first birthday through high school graduation. So that means that when they get ready to go off to college, they have pristine smile. How nice is that? You're starting off basically finding out what you want to do, but your dental work is so important. I'm constantly at a dentist. I love dentists.
You're like the only person that does. Nobody likes to go to the dentist.
Believe it, me and my husband love dentists because I talk, I smile.
Yeah.
That's important. I don't want my teeth falling out. To me, that's very, very important. I'm one of those people that buy extra fluoride.
There you go. One of our goals is to teach the children that going to the dentist is something that we all have to do, right? And it's a good thing, and it can be fun. So we try to minimize the stress or any kind of anxiety or fear that the child has when they come into the office. If they are afraid, our dentist, Dr. St. Preux, she'll sit with the child, she'll show them the office, she'll let them sit in the chair, just to assure them that she's not going to hurt them. And then eventually the child is comfortable enough to allow us to begin the work that needs to be done. And one of the fun things that we started last year is the No Cavity Club. So we finally there's about 30 kids now that are in the No Cavity Club, and we're excited about that.
And no cavities.
No cavities.
Wow.
So what that's our goal, is to get children to that point where they have no cavities and they're coming in twice a year for a cleaning, which is what we should be doing, right? But the children that we're seeing, that oftentimes it's their first experience at the dentist, and they're coming in with a mouthful of decay. And we're seeing very young children that maybe have 20 teeth in their mouth, and 15 of them need to be extracted. Or they have cavities in every tooth. So in addition to providing the dental intervention, we also offer the family health education that emphasizes healthy nutrition. And we keep it simple. The lowest amount of sugar that you can have in your diet means less cavities if you're brushing and flossing daily. So then we also provide instruction on creating consistent home care routines of brushing twice a day using fluoride toothpaste, because not every community water system has fluoride in it. And then also to floss daily.
I know me and you are from up north, so we can say thank you. We grew up with, and most dentists know that. When I go to the dentist, oh, you're from up north.
Yeah, they can tell.
They can tell because my teeth are strong as ever. It's fluoride. And what I do this at home because she loves to brush. We got a 3-minute timer.
Perfect.
We got a 3-minute timer. So when she starts, she knows how to turn her timer on, tap the number 3, and you brush until the timer goes off. When the timer goes off, then I come in. But that's how she's learning.
Good.
And I think everyone, change your toothbrush 4 times a year.
Yep,
so that
every
means
3 months.
every 3 months. That's a quarter. We only have, we got 12 months. So that's 4 toothbrushes. And if you do not have a toothbrush, dentist and care bag. We got plenty of toothbrushes and care bag. We give out every quarter, at the end of every quarter when we go out, because we go to places once a month. At the end of every quarter, everyone gets a toothbrush.
Good.
Because we want to stress how important oral care is. And it's important. Go ahead, please.
I was going to say, at the end of each visit, the child gets a goodie bag that has a toothbrush, toothpaste, and floss, and a timer, depending on the age of the child, right, and a timer, so that every child has their own toothbrush. What we found early on was that families are sharing toothbrushes, right?
That's
so we
why
want to
we
make sure
asked.
that everyone has their own.
Yes.
And when kids get into the No Cavity Club, if they're older children, we give them an electronic brush that's battery operated, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
And a full tube of toothpaste, and it's theirs, only theirs to use. So everyone has their own, and it's a really important thing to understand, to keep their child healthy. They need to brush and floss daily. They need to eat a healthy diet. For middle school and high school students, we introduced the concept of staying away from alcohol, drugs, smoking, and vaping. What we're seeing in those students is that with vaping, they're vaping products that are 100% sugar, and the sugar sits on their teeth and gums. During the day, they're not brushing. They're not even rinsing with water. They're probably drinking a Coke or a Mountain Dew or Gatorade or something else, an energy drink that's full of sugar. And so that just sits right there on their teeth and gums, and we're seeing advanced bone and gum deterioration in those children. So again, just taking the time to educate them, to understand, okay, if this is your choice, this is what the consequences are gonna be. And we ask that you don't do that, or that you minimize it, that if you're gonna be vaping throughout the day, vape a product that's lower in sugar, or drink water with it.
Well, first of all, children shouldn't be vaping at
all.
Anyway.
Right.
That's
so,
a whole,
but they're
that's
gonna
a whole
choose
nother
to do it.
That's the thing.
Right, so we need to educate them on what the healthy are, if there are any healthy products for them to make those choices, so that they understand the consequences of their decisions.
It's amazing that I don't think people understand there's so much that goes into oral care. And like I said in the beginning, your mouth is the gateway to everything.
Absolutely.
It's people. I don't think people understand that anything that comes in your mouth comes through your whole system. And that is the product of how we get sick, how we stay healthy.
Yes.
So it's a conundrum. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So let's do the right thing.
Right.
And if we start with our young children, so that's why I love the timer. I love the timer at home because she's 4. And it's funny, if she starts to brush and the timer's not on, she'll stop. Set the timer, rinse the toothbrush, put new toothpaste on, and start over. Even though I see the wasting of toothpaste, I just block it out my head because she's learning how to do it. She's learning what 3 minutes are. And yes, sometimes she'll sit there and look at the timer to make sure it's ticking, but that's okay. But it's a process of learning. And as she does it, when I'm brushing, she'll say, Gigi, you need your timer. I'm like, no, I don't. I know how to. And she'll bring the timer. And that's what we have to implement in our children. The same way school, healthy eating, fruits and vegetables
Absolutely.
are very, very important. And I like what you said. I like what you do. It's just not about the toothpaste and the toothbrush. You're just teaching them ways for them to stay healthy. And that's another show that I want to do. And I did it before with the vaping. I think it was an evening show we did, Cliff, and they brought all kind of stuff here. And I mean, I was like, just to see what happens to your body. I was like, do people really understand this?
They don't. And
They
so
don't.
in children, what poor oral health will lead to is juvenile diabetes, obesity. We see all kinds of mental health issues because children don't feel confident in their smile. We just met a little boy. I don't think I have a picture with me of him. He's 4 years old, and his entire mouth is black, and he will not smile. So he's just so self-conscious at 4.
What happened?
Poor nutrition.
Poor nutrition.
Poor nutrition, not taking care of his teeth, not brushing his teeth. So, and some of those things we can't influence. So
Right.
because the family income may be too low or they don't have access to healthy foods. So what we try to do is connect them to places like House of Hope, Church of Coast Food Pantry, other organizations throughout the community that offer those other ancillary
Services.
support services. Right. So we don't operate just in a silo. We partner with
Right.
all of the
It
nonprofits in the
is.
community.
Partnership and
schools.
collaborations is very
The
important.
doctors, the schools, the churches, the nonprofits, wherever the family is, we want them to be surrounded by the support in that community and access it whenever they need it.
Okay, that's so important. So it's not just you're bringing your child; it's a complete wraparound service that you get, and that is what coming to Little Lights Dentistry is about. So again, www.littlelightsdentistry.org. I have a lot more questions for you, but this show is run by our wonderful sponsors. And without our sponsors, we couldn't do this. So we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank the Woods family, Treasure Coast Lexus. And there's just so many other sponsors that have just come aboard and just really helped us over the years. And again, just thank you because we're able to do this and we're able to provide you good information from so many nonprofits in and around our community and businesses. So we, CareBag, Careology, and Little Lights Dentistry will be back after these messages. Thank you. could reimagine the way you buy a car, what would you do? Make it simple, make negotiations disappear, demand transparency, then experience amazing at your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer. Car Buying Simplified. Treasure Coast Lexus is a proud sponsor of Careology, caring and supporting for our community. Car Buying Simplified. Check out your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer. All Roads Truck and Auto Repair. They get it right the first time. Call 772-266-3303. All Roads Truck and Auto Repair. All roads lead here. When you want it done right, call 772-266-3303. Tell them Roxy sent you. Create custom business signage that customers can't miss or resist. Let Design a Sign in Port St. Lucie help you get the job done right. Over 80 years combined experience. Get it right the first time. Call 772-337-4027 and tell them Roxy said to call. Remember, call 772-337-4020. Design a Sign in Port St. Lucie.
Is your business back open 100%? Having trouble hiring a staff? Let WPSL WSTU help you fill those jobs. Call us 340-1590 for details.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
And now, back to the Science of Caring, Careology, with your host, Roxy Brown.
Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, and welcome back. My name is Roxy, your Careologist here on Careology, and I love the fact that we are listened to over 90-plus countries. Isn't that amazing, Greg? I could just call you Craig Cliff. Same thing. It's just amazing that so many people can get this information because Florida State is one of the biggest states that everyone's moving to. So if you're planning to move here from wherever you are, you're getting this information. If you're coming here, you know how you can help. If it's not through CareBag, I tell people this. If a lot of people don't like the homeless, a lot of people don't like the poor. I don't know why. Some people just love dogs. Some people just love cats. It is what it is. But if you're going to find something and you want to give. Nothing is nicer than knowing that you can give to an organization that is helping others, helping the families I deal with that are homeless, that are in crisis, or helping Little Lights Dentistry with children that need mouth care. It's very, very important. And we'd like to go ahead, and I just put it out there. I went ahead and I skipped over CareBag, but I want to let you know August 11th, we're going to be playing some ads on this. We have our back to school event. If you would like to have a table, we do it at Mid-Florida Event Center every year. It is August 11th on a Sunday, and we have actually a lot of our clientele that come. We give free haircuts. We already have, thank you to Grozer Builders, we already have 300 book bags that were delivered to us. So we usually say the first 200 kids that come. Now the first 300 kids that come get a book bag. We have school supplies. If your business would like to go ahead and be a drop-off location for school supplies, please let us know. We want to start getting the books, the pens, the markers, everything. We want every child to have a step up and just be just like everyone else. When a child enters school, nobody should look at them and say, oh, ooh, nobody should do that. Everyone should look just as good as everyone else. And that is what we want at our back to school haircuts, CUTZ. We're doing this August 11th. Last year we had close to almost 400 children. This is not including parents, anyone else. The place was packed. We had musical chairs. We had the leftover money we bought bicycles because it's not a fundraiser. It's for the kids. So anything we have left over, I think we gave over almost a dozen bikes. We had book bags. We had food, Mission Barbecue, Sam's. Everyone had a good time. Every kid got their hair cut for that Tuesday going to school. And it's something I look forward to because you see the little ones from VPK, everyone coming out. A lot of them are my clientele. It is free. The city of Port St. Lucie has gotten on board. WPTV Channel 25 has gotten on board. So we are looking for businesses to come on, be a sponsor, help us be able to go ahead and give back to these kids so every kid can have an upper hand when they're going to school. They don't have to worry about how they look. They can get that brain concentrated on what the teacher, the facilitator is talking to. And we also give gift cards and other little things to a lot of teachers that come, because a lot of teachers show up just loving to see the kids get haircuts. Any bags, anything, books, pens, anything we have left over goes to the teachers. Sometimes we buy gift cards to give them just to say thank you, because guess what? The summer's over and it's starting again. So we just want to show you love. So if you would love to go ahead and be a part of this, go to givecarebag.com to takes you to our official website, and go ahead and just get in touch with us, or you can call our number at 772-222-7399, the number I say every Monday, and just call us, text us, and say you'd like to be a part of it, and we'd love to have you, because it's going to be a great event. Again, it's going to be at the Mid-Florida Event Center. We've been doing it there for the last 5 years, and we want to continue for 2024. This year is even going to be nicer. We have food, bounce house. The kids just have a really good time. And the reason we do it up like this is because some children haven't been anywhere for the summer. They haven't gone anywhere. Parents can't afford it. So they get the last hoo-ha, whatever you say it. How do you say it, Cliff? Ruha?
I don't know. I wasn't a Marine. That's boorah. Never mind.
Yeah, okay, however you say it. But it is their last of the whatever they didn't do.
Last hurrah.
Their last hurrah. Thank you. Thank God Little Lights Dentistry saved us. They get to do it on that day, and it's a really nice event. We have vendors there. Our vendors do not sell anything. Our vendors are there giving information to parents, because a lot of parents don't know. I just let Little Lights Dentistry know she's free to come if she'd like. We're going to have just other vendors giving information. A lot of parents might not have their children's vaccinations done. So we have that vendor. Florida Community Health is there, that if they need that, they need to go somewhere for their health of their child vaccination, they're able to do that. So please come ahead and be a sponsor. This is one event that I love during the year. I love to see kids get ready. I am big on education. Every child needs to be educated. Every child needs to have access to it and not worry about what's on their feet, how they look. They don't have this, they don't have that. Our children have not asked to come into this world. Our children were brought here, and it is us that is responsible as a community to make sure that they have what they need to flourish. So I'm going to get off Carebag's soapbox, and we're going to go right back with Lori with Little Lights Dentistry, because she has some exciting news that she wants to share. So go right ahead, my dear.
Yes, so thank you. So we received a grant from the city of Stewart, and in combination with funding from the Florida Association for Free and Charitable Clinics, to expand our office. So we're adding 4 more exam rooms or dental operatories, and we'll be able to double our capacity. So
Nice.
in 2023, we served just under 1,000 children that came in for dental treatment. So in time, we'll be able to double that, and we'll be adding another full-time staff. So we do have full-time employees. We have 1 dentist who speaks English, Spanish, French, and Creole.
Okay.
We have 2 dental hygienists, and we have 3 dental assistants, a bookkeeper, and myself. So we're a small staff, and we provide a high level of quality care for the children that come to our doors. So by receiving those grants, we'll be able to, like I said, double the capacity and add those operatories. So that project is getting underway. We just applied for our notice of commencement and for the building permit, so we're waiting for those to be approved. And as soon as they are, we're going to have a groundbreaking ceremony, and we're going to get started. Yes, so we're excited.
I love that. I love that.
Some of the other things that we're doing, we also partner with Indian River State College, and we serve as a pediatric clinical rotation site for dental hygiene students. First and second year students come through. They do, each of them do 1 day at our office, and they do cleanings for the children. We also partner with Fortis Institute in Fort Pierce. They have a dental assistant program, so they have to do a 6-week clinical rotation, and that's full time. So those students come in and they work with us on a volunteer basis, but they do hands-on work. So the dentist is actually instructing them to learn how to be an assistant and offer their four-handed dentistry to the children that we're working with. So you'll see the dentist and the assistant working side by side on the child. Yes.
I love that.
one of the funders that we didn't talk about was the Community Foundation.
Oh
of
my
Martin St.
goodness.
Lizzie.
How do I
Elizabeth-
forget
we can't
Elizabeth
forget
and
Elizabeth.
Ellie? Oh my goodness.
So
They fund CareBag and they are a good community resource. So
They're a
if they
wonderful
are
resource.
listening, sorry. But it's just, we got so excited. Community Foundation is what made us meet
Yes.
along with Children's Services. And they just do a lot in the community. We do talk about them here. So that is one of them that is a sponsor and supporter of Little Lights Dentistry.
Yes, and they partnered with Impact 100, and in 2021, 22, Little Lights Dentistry was a recipient of a $100,000 grant from Impact 100.
Okay.
And the project that we did with them was we did a makeover of our office. So the office was pretty drab, and so what we did was we partnered with the Visionary School of Arts, which is another nonprofit in Stewart, Lynn Barletta. And she has 4 professional artists. Lynn is an artist herself, and 3 others came in and they designed a pirate theme for us.
I have to come
So-
to your office because you've been talking about this pirate
Yeah.
theme for the longest time, and a lot has been going on that I haven't been able to get there. But I'd love to see it because I heard it's amazing.
It's fun, and
It's
the kids
really-
really like it. So when you come into our waiting room, there's a big pirate ship on the wall. So it's Pirates of the Treasure Coast, and we
Coast,
have
okay.
pirates throughout the office, and we have a huge octopus and boy pirates and girl pirates, so that everybody could see that life is an adventure,
Right.
and that coming to the dentist office doesn't have to be a bore or something to be afraid of. And we do before and after pictures of the children, and they get to select which mural they want to stand in front of. So in addition to the makeover, we also supplied one of the dental hygiene rooms with all of the equipment. So a new dental chair, computer, all of the software that we need, toothbrushes, toothpaste, all of the education materials, plus the nice drawings in the room. So, and then we also were able to purchase enough supplies and materials for a year. So PPE, gloves, gowns, masks, toothbrushes, toothpaste, all of that we were able to purchase for a whole year. So we're very excited about that partnership and very grateful for their support. The city of Stewart is funding, along with the Florida Association for Free and Charitable Clinics, is funding the program expansion. So adding the 4 dental operatories.
Are they going to be able to go ahead and do the same murals that they had on the other
We will
walls?
eventually,
You
yes.
eventually do that?
I'm not sure that we're going to have enough funding right now to
do
do
that.
that. It's going to depend on, we'll have to see at the end of the project.
So
how
this
much,
is
if
what we're gonna
anything, is
do.
left.
We have some amazing artists in our on the Treasure Coast. Amazing artists. So, and I know a few, and I'm gonna reach out to them, and I know one listens. Take your artistry and give it back to children.
That would be awesome.
Take your artistry and come. If you know, I don't mean an artist like me who draws on the little coloring books, the adult coloring books. I know Lori does not want me there. I know that for a
It would
fact.
be like me and you doing it
There,
together.
there
you
you
know?
go. But it has to be lines and it has to be numbers. If you know you have the talent, imagine giving back something to a child that they can see something you have done on a wall, giving back. I dare you.
Oh, I like it.
I dare you. I dare people to do something good because it feels good. Not everything you got to be paid for. Sometimes going out, my greatest time is when I go out with our pantry and that mother comes up. We offer 5 items and that mother comes up. I say, how can I help you, sweetie? Can I have Pampers and wipes? I said, okay, you can get 2 or 3 more items. No, that's all I needed. Right there, that lets me know how much they need that. Or do you have a toothbrush? Do you need toothpaste? I have. But if you can't afford a toothbrush, that means when that toothpaste is finished, how are you going to
Right.
get more? That's how I think. And it makes it a humbling experience.
Very.
And if you have the talent, if you know you are an artist, not a wannabe Crayola. So I found out that no, Cliff is drawing a little doggy. It's
Actually,
cute.
it looks pretty good.
It looks very good. I couldn't do that.
Never have to feed them.
Never have to feed him.
Can you do a pirate?
Oh wow! It's just that I found out a couple of weeks ago that the owner that
Yeah, I
did
saw that.
Crayola is from here. So we have artists here. I go along driving here from Port St. Lucie. I do the Peacock District. I see the art that they do. We know we have local artists here. If you want to say, you know what, I can do that. I can make that wall beautiful. That children, when they come in, are going to feel a sense of, wow, I want to be here. I dare you to call Little Lights Dentistry and let them know. littlelightsdentistry.org, or their number is 772-223-9781. Let me tell you people something who's listening to me anywhere you are on this earth. It feels good to give back. It really does feel good to give back. We love the checks. Trust me, we love to receive the checks. But sometimes the give back that you give can be so much better than anything else. And that is what is so important. So we want people to know that. Please, please, if you have that talent, get in touch with Little Lights Dentistry and let them know. And remember, please bring your portfolio because we want to see what you can do. We just don't want anybody.
Also, to make a referral, or if you have questions to find out if your child is eligible for services, just call 772-223-9781. Excuse me. Or you can go on our website, www.littlelightsdentistry.org, and there's a tab for making a referral. So you can put in your information and we'll contact you right away.
I love that. Just it's easy just to get things done. And we implore. I know you're going to do it, but I would really want to implore, because I deal with thousands of families. And most of the time when I deal with them, sometimes the children are with them, sometimes they're not, because they're in school. Hopefully to God they're in school. Nothing is nicer than seeing a child with a beautiful smile.
Absolutely.
Nothing is nicer than seeing a child with a beautiful smile. Okay, so just none of you can really see it, but Cliff here, the engineer, WPSL, is actually drawing cartoons, and he drew a pirate.
That's right, and I animated it too.
And animate, there
Did he
you
have
go.
a missing tooth, though?
Do I?
No,
Did he have
did
a
the
missing
pirate.
tooth?
Yeah, but it was on the other side, because he's arguing out of the side of his mouth.
Okay, so now we know that Cliff has talent. I don't know if it's the talent you want, but Cliff has talent. But we just want it. Sometimes we can laugh about this, we can joke about this, but it's very, very important, and we want to get the message out there, because this is a service that is needed. So you can make referrals. Me and Laura have been talking to see how we can partner, to see if it will be conducive, with what we're trying to do. And if it works, you guys will be the first to know, because we want to get that information out. We want to bring these children in that they can go ahead and be seen. It's important. And I love what you say. You're the only one that does this in Florida.
The only free.
The only free clinic.
Only free, yes.
And guess where? It's on the Treasure Coast.
For children. There are adult providers throughout the state,
yes.
but we're the only pediatric one that offers services for free.
Like CareBag is the only one that has the first mobile hygiene pantry. You
How
see
exciting,
that?
yeah.
There we go. So I have to come to your office one day and just park my mobile unit, and let your clients just get
That
what
would
they
be
need.
awesome.
I would love to do that. We want to get the word out. You know what? And I do the show and I let people know it's never about CareBag. Sometimes you have to go ahead and you have to put a nonprofit that is doing really good work. And Little Lights Dentistry, to me, that should only person matter, because this is my show, I think it does a really, really important job. And when it comes to children, you know how my heart is, and we want children to be looked after. And I implore you, and if you're sitting there and say, you know what, I don't have children, because I know, look, Cliff, we know the audience that we have here. So we know the audience that you might not know, but we know the audience we have. If it's sitting on your heart and you say, you know what, Roxy, I want to help Little Lights Dentistry, then go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take your checkbook out and write a check and help Little Lights Dentistry, because you're going to be helping a child. It's our neighbors. It's the neighbors that look after other neighbors. Yep. And that's what God has asked us to do.
Absolutely.
He's asked us to do, look after the children and look after the elderly. And so again, I dare you. I'm using that word a lot today. I dare you, because we want to keep this on. And just like Lori, as myself, foundations are what keeps us going. Foundations are what keeps us going. And when our money runs out and it's hard, our clients are the ones that suffer. Our clients are the ones that suffer, and that's very, very important. So if you have it in your heart and you're feeling, oh my goodness, I don't want a child to go to bed with a toothache. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Thank you, because I used to say it wrong. If we don't want a child to go to bed with a toothache, go ahead, get on there, because I know you have a donation on your website, www.littlelightsdentistry.org, or you can call 772-223-9781, because I know you do tours, because I heard
Yes,
you
we
say
do.
that.
I'm happy to show anyone
Oh,
around.
I want to take the little one with me so she
That
can
would be
see.
great, yeah.
We want to do it because it's important, and a child's health is very important, and it begins through their mouth. Your mouth is the gateway. My mom used to tell me that. I don't know if she's listening. She's here now in the country, so if you're listening, Mom, I did remember what you tell me. Your mouth is the gateway to a whole lot.
Thank you, Mom.
And it's very important that we go ahead and we look after our little ones. So if it's sitting on your heart, or if you're feeling, you know what, this is something I really, really want to do, we implore you, go ahead, littlelightsdentistry.org. As I see our time is just dwindling down, we still have some time left, but is there anything else that we are missing that you know you wanted to share?
I think some of the important things are that this service is available. And like you keep saying, we don't want any child to go to sleep with a toothache. We don't want any child to be unhealthy. We don't want them to miss school.
Yes.
What we see, though, is that kids are sick, they stay home, they miss school, or they end up in the emergency room where they'll get a prescription for antibiotics to deal with whatever infection
And when
they
it's
have.
gone, it's done. They forget.
They forget. But the follow-up is, here's a prescription for your infection. See your dentist after 10 days. So they can go to Publix or Walmart and get their prescription for free or a very reduced cost. But then they don't have a dentist to go to. So the infection will come back and they'll end up in the emergency room again, and that cycle just continues on. Right.
And the problem is not addressed.
That's
the
right.
situation is not
Right.
addressed.
So then the child misses school again, and they're home again, and their family misses work. So we want them to know that this resource is available for them. We're here to help. If you ever have any questions, check out the website, like Roxy keeps saying, is www.littlelightsdentistry.org, or you can call us at 772-223-9781. I'm happy to answer any questions. If you want to come by and take a tour, whatever your time, treasure, or talent is, and you want to share that with us, we welcome the opportunity to partner with you.
I like that.
This
Time, treasure, and talent. I'm going to have to use that. I'm just going to let everyone know. You're going to hear it constantly now. Time, treasure, and talent.
Sounds like a good hashtag.
Yeah, I like that. And you can please put that on, time, treasure, and talent.
Yes.
To help Little
So
Lights
there's
Dentistry.
a number of ways that you can help. It's not just financial, but it's also support, and it's telling other people about the program so that families know that if their child is sick, they can come to us and get the dental care that they need. If they want to contribute and support us financially, they can do that too. But there are other ways to support us.
I always say that. It's just amazing.
You know, there's another thing you can do if you're watching the YouTube archives of this show. Share them with your friends. Let your friends know about CareBag and what it does and how they can help. All they've got to do is be led to the website.
And I'm going to say something else. If you're sitting at home and you're watching the archives of Careology, I need you to come into my office because I can find stuff for you to do. That means you got a lot of time. If you're sitting down watching archives, I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah, watching those archives, you'll know what CareBag has been doing all along. There's very thoroughly documented online.
Well, we appreciate and a lot of people need to know we keep that on there because we want people to know you can share it. Other people can share it, and it's important. And we have people. Sometimes we have people from all over the place that will send me messages. I remember the farthest place I had was Holland.
Oh, well.
And I'm like, what are you doing up this early? Why aren't you asleep? But the fact that we know people are listening, that means we know the message is getting out.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter where you are, you can support. That's the good thing about this world. Doesn't matter where you are, you can support a cause. Treasure, time,
Talent, time, and treasure.
Time, what, say that again.
Talent, time, and treasure.
Talent, time, treasure, TT&T.
Yes.
Travel,
I got it out
Time.
already. Time, treasure, and talent.
time,
Yeah.
treasure, and talent. That's beautiful. I love it because
three
it's
Ts.
true. The 3 T, because it's true. I always say volunteers may not always have the time, but they have the heart. And that is true. And we need that. And that's what makes us successful in what we do, that we can give back.
Absolutely.
And we want to, please remember, it is free dental care for uninsured, low-income children from their first birthday through high school. I don't think people realize that children should be seeing dentists from their first birthday. What age do you recommend children?
The American Dental Association recommends as soon as their first tooth comes up. So that's typically by their first birthday. Right. So we want the child to come in as soon as their first tooth comes in. So that might even be before their birthday, but no later than their first birthday.
You know what? We learn something every day, and I'm a big proponent of fluoride.
Absolutely.
People stop buying the cheap toothpaste. Buy toothpaste with fluoride
and
for
don't
children.
buy Tums, or any of the other organic. Not that they're bad, but
they're
for
not
children,
bad. But for children, they're not good. We need the fluoride. It is so vitally important, and also the mouthwash.
Yes,
the fluoride. I love they make them now that the children could squeeze it, pour it in a cup, do whatever they have to do.
Yeah.
It's It's already pre-measured, and it hurt. This is what works. And when you teach them from when they're young, when they get older, you're not finding that money you have to find to fix that smile, because they're going to want it fixed.
Right.
They're going to want it fixed, and it costs a lot. Our time is almost up, but I want to give you that last moment. Anything you want to say, please go ahead. I don't want us to leave here and you say, oh my goodness, I forgot.
No, one thing, so it is free to families, but on average it costs about $1,000 a year per child.
Per child.
So last year we served almost 1,000 children, so that's $1 million a year.
That's $1 million.
So our budget for this year is 1.2 million, because we have the funding for the expansion. Once that expansion money is done, we'll drop back down under $1 million. So we'll need to continue to fundraise and write grants to be able to support the need. With the expansion, and
you're gonna bring in more, so we're gonna
be
need
bringing
more
more
dollars.
children in, and so we'll need more money to be able to do that. So just because it's free to the families doesn't mean it's free, right?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people don't realize that it's free for the families, but it's still costing, because there is rent. There's salaries, there's supplies, there's so many things, light, water, you name it. The same thing you use is the same thing they use.
And everything in dentistry is disposable,
yes,
because we have to follow such strict sterilization and hygiene standards. So when a child comes in, everything is fresh in the room. There's a fresh gown, there's a fresh, all the instruments, everything is new. So it just, when the child is done, we clean up that room, everything goes in the trash, and we start a whole new package deal comes out. So everything is replaced, and that costs money.
That costs money, definitely. So like I said it before, I'm going to put it out there. littlelightsdentistry.org, 772-223-9781. All of this information will be scrolling along on our YouTube for Little Lights Dentistry for today's show. Lori, it has been a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
I hope that whoever's out there listening and grabs a string of their heart and they get that pen and they go ahead and they help our little children, because it is very important. From ages 1 to high school graduation, we want to make sure on Careology here that no child goes to bed without a toothache. Absolutely. And it has been great having you. Thank you so much. And to everyone listening, we are going to be back next week, Monday, and we're going to have another great show for you to just go ahead and let you know what we have going on in the community, because it's so, so important. We want to thank our sponsors and everyone that is listening. And if you would like to be on the show or you'd like to be a sponsor, please reach out to us at 772-222-7399. Cliff, is there anything I'm forgetting?
We'll catch you next week. See you in the archives.
We'll catch you next week. See you in the archives. My name is Roxy. It was great having you, and thank you for listening. This is Careology, a subsidiary of CareBag. Have a wonderful, great week. Make your week productive, and we will see you next Monday. Remember to be grateful. God loves you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Careology, the science of caring. Mondays following the swap shop in the 10 o'clock hour on WPSL Port St. Lucie. Digital 1590, the talk of the Treasure Coast, webcaster to the world on Google Home, Alexa, and of course the TuneIn app on your smartphone. Archive.